Hi everyone.
The device is up there. Yeah, no. All good, yeah. Fire away.
Was there a feeling here that if started that comeback maybe a little bit earlier, you might have been at the point or even more?
Yeah, a little bit of a game of what if only. I think the performance was brilliant though, and even from I know they went 3-0 up, so that probably changed people's perceptions a little bit. But we were incredibly brave. It's difficult to find a way through and really create too much in the first half when the game's still maybe a little bit tighter. They're defending very, very well, and they're really good players. It's hard to find a way past people like Thiago Silva. You know, it's difficult. But that being said, I thought we were really aggressive. We were on the front foot. You know, we were asking a lot of questions. We gifted them the first goal, which is then a challenge. Second goal, I thought was brilliant skill. Noni Maduaki, it was a brilliant goal, which we knew. We respected their quality. We knew they had that. The individuals, that front four are electric and can be when they, just even in moments, you know, even if they're not at it consistently throughout the game, just even in moments. But I thought we started the second half really aggressively. Great intent, made some changes and really attacked the game. Continued to attack the game, I should say. Wasn't really a different message. It was just different personnel in some different places. And then a third goal, which again is avoidable. But when we were in the ascendancy, I thought what pleased me most then is that game then could go one way or the other. Chelsea can go 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, and we've seen that in the Premier League against better teams than us. For the players to then go and do what they did, I think shows how special they are. So I know we have not got anything from the game, but I'll be able to sleep easier tonight than if we'd have just given up and gone and got beaten 4 or 5. We showed fight, we showed heart, we showed loads of quality. We took the ball, we had more of the ball than they did. And Chelsea, that doesn't really happen. You know, we took the ball and we were really brave. We carried on being aggressive and wrestled the game back in terms of a result. I think that we were in the ascendancy, like I said, but I think we almost wrestled the result back. So incredibly proud of the lads.
That what you've seen today and also in this half of the season, how confident you feel going into the new year that you'll be able to stay up and have enough with this?
If I look at the progress we've made from when we played Chelsea second game of the season to that game there today, I like the way that we're going. And if we can continue to improve and keep working the right way and keep improving, then we'll give ourselves a chance. I don't think really anyone can doubt that. I'm not saying we're going to do it and we're going to stay up. I believe we can, but we can give ourselves a chance with the performances that we've been given now over the last couple of months.
Do you feel your leads strengthened in January?
We won't come out of January weaker. I think that's important to say. Just said to the lads there now, it's important we stick together. We're a really tight group that have got an amazing spirit and we have to keep that. So I know there's some people that will be a little bit disappointed and frustrated, and January can bring a little bit of unease around, and it's not. I don't like it as a manager because I want the group to be together and all fighting for the same thing. Players want to play, but I've just said now no one leaves unless I say so, unless I think it's going to be good for the group, because I need us all. And you can see the impact that our subs have. They had it the other day. Carlton came on and got a couple of assists. Chongi came on today and was amazing. You know, we need the group. We need the group. And if we can bring someone in that allows us to be a little bit stronger and improves us, then I think we've got the support and the backing to do that. Clearly, we're not going to be spending like 50 million on people. There's going to be there'll be a plan to it. But if we think it can help us, then Gary and the board, I think, will support us.
You've been so close in some really tough games today. Is the key to maybe staying up there, just finding a little bit more composure at both ends?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, clearly both boxes are really, really important, and we can't, concede those goals. I thought the first and the third were disappointing from our point of view and could have been avoided. Really, apart from those, I know it's 3 goals, so it's a lot, but apart from those 3, Chelsea then they weren't able to then create the huff and puff. There was one that flashed across, I think, in the first half. There was a good block from Sambi in the second half, but there wasn't loads of saves then for Thomas to make, And then we did have big chances, you're right. We did have big chances. Hit the woodwork a couple of times, the offside goal. There was some really good play there to actually create those chances. So think about the performance, keep creating, keep brushing up on the mistakes that we've made today. Keep learning and improving in those moments. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I like as well. Premier League's really hard to keep clean sheets. It's going to be difficult for us to keep clean sheets. Zeros and ones we talk about. That's the aim. It gives you a chance, a bit of a platform, a foothold in the game. Today we nearly found a way to get something from the game, even when we conceded 3.
What's the mood like in the dressing room after a game like that?
I think they're disappointed because they know we were good enough today to get something from it, and we showed that. The performance was excellent. Without the ball, we were aggressive and brave, happy to go 1v1 in big spaces against top players, and we knew at times there's a risk to that, but we felt the reward was greater than the risk. So that's what suits us. That's how we play, and they're going to get away. They're going to get through at times, but when we win it, we're dangerous as well. So there was the players can see how we're improving. They're on board. And I think they'll be flat and disappointed because we've not got something from the game, but they'll see the growth in the team. They'll see what we are doing. They'll see how well we're competing. They'll see that from game 2 to there now, there's been a huge leap in performance levels. And the only way to get out of the position that we're in is by working really hard and continuing to build and grow. So that they're flat, but there's a belief there, and they probably feel similar to me. After a good performance, you can sleep a little bit easier. If it was a poor performance and we'd lost, it's more difficult.
How would you sum up the first half of the season?
Yeah, it's hard. I think we're building, we're growing. I think we've learnt a lot. I think we learnt quite quickly, I would like to think. We got stung in a couple of games early on where we weren't doing 1 or 2 things right. We worked hard on that to adjust. To this point now, the halfway stage where we've played today, I know Kenilworth Road's different, but we've had more of the ball than Chelsea, and the wealth of talent that they've got. We've created loads and loads of chances, showed loads of character, heart, fight. So I love the way that we're progressing. That gives me confidence and belief going into the second half of the season. First half, bottom line, good in terms of performances, but we need more points. And I think this gentleman said on the front row as well now, I think the ruthlessness in both boxes, I think, is going to be really, really important. That's the big thing at this level.
A lot's been spoken about Ross Barkley's ability on the ball and excellent against today, but it's a real threat from set pieces now, isn't he?
Yeah. He is. He's getting his head on things, and look, he's a special player. Special person. It's great that he's found a home and he's happy. He feels I think he feels supported, and we allow him to go and be the best Ross Barkley possible, and the best Ross is a pretty good player.
And you mentioned half time something Chong hasn't played too much recently, but to have that kind of impact as he did.
Yeah, it was, and he'll be frustrated at the moment, and understandably so, because they all want to play. And Chongy, I've got, I think, 16, 17, 18. And it's hard to give a number now because you'll all be thinking, right, putting them in, who's who then? But I think people who could start, and clearly Chongy is one of those players. You get in a team, you stay in a team by playing like that when you get the chance to come on. And we need, that's the hardest bit of my job. You have to disappoint people. I hate that. But you get in a team, you stay in a team by performing really, really well when you come on and affecting games and training really hard every single day, and he does that, and he's done that today.
Have you been tempted to make changes? Obviously with the third game in such a quick turnaround, well, obviously it was 1-1, but have you been tempted to make changes? Yeah, thought about it, but felt the energy, the pressing that that front three have been giving us has been remarkable, and we felt they got it in them to do it again, and they did. They did. So I don't think we needed to tweak too much. I think it's important that I don't try and be too clever and think, I can make too many changes, because we were in a rhythm. And but we did, of course. I think about that stuff all the time. You surprised only 6 minutes of stoppage time?
Yeah, I was expecting a double figures. I've got to be honest today. I don't know. But it's just that, there was, I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah.
Did you think, talking of the pressing, that you forced Chelsea into changing their tactics and going longer?
Well, yeah, but I think most teams, when you look at all of the bigger clubs and the teams that will be possession dominant, they've all had to do that in the end, because we'll be so aggressive with that press. I think that's why Brozier would have started today, to be able to go into him. You know, he's sort of a bigger number 9 type, if you like, so he could get hold of it. So it was pretty clear that's why he was playing, because they thought they'd try and miss it and go in. And that's what everyone will do these days now. Teams that will press high, opposition teams, if they can't get through it, they'll obviously try and miss that press. It becomes a bit more of a second ball game, a bit more chaotic, which suits us. But then that's down to the players' quality as well in 1v1 duels, and having to, if Brozier was having a field day and bringing it down and then being able to go and play, they could continue to do that and get control, but they couldn't really get consistent control off the back of doing that.
All good.
Cheers, guys.
Nice.
Thanks a lot.